Yeah, why y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger?
I'm sorry, what?
Shut your bitch ass. Someone come in there and shoot your...
Food. One of the most important things for humanity. I love food. You love food. Unless you got a condition, we all love food. Like, you have a breakup, no one's there for you, just drown in some ice cream. People actually do that, by the way. Real talk, when I think about food, I think about how creative humans are, mainly in terms of intrigue. But with some foods, I'm like, alright, kind of weird for this. Like, for example, you can't convince me the person that found out how to get milk wasn't on some freaky time. Like, I beg your pardon. Then I think about other foods and it's like, process to make certain foods. It's like, nah, how did you honestly come up with that? There are some geniuses in this world. Like whoever made the Oreo and ice cream combo, my goodness, I love you. I know I'm yapping. How does someone just think, oh, flour, egg, sugar, and whatever else is needed, yeah, that'll make a cake? Like, bro, it's genius. I find comfort in food, whether it's eating a chocolate bar and then inhaling water like I've never had it before. Like, I know dark chocolate is diabolical, but you can't convince me that it's not good. I know people hate it, but people out here going to McDonald's, buying fillet fishes and that, so I want to hear it from you lot. Or people eat Marmite and people are vegan out here. Like, imagine not liking meat. Pause. Everyone has gone happy whenever their parents told them they were getting Mackies. Like, come on now. Everyone loves food, bro. Growing up though, sometimes the food just wasn't hitting. Fridge empty. Maybe you forgot to cook up and you had to sell for a struggle meal. Me, my struggle meal was always noodles. I'd always be chefing it up when it came to them. Thinking I was crazy good in the kitchen because I put some noodles in the pot. Like, back to the topic of struggle though. Sometimes the money was tight, you feel me? I had to settle for the not so good meals. I had to settle for the off-brand, the cheap. So Nutella, nah, Natoka. I didn't know what Doritos were. I had to settle for tortilla chips. Snacktastic. Oreos. Nah bro, it was Neo. If I could name them all, we'd be here all day. Just know that I was dealing with those foods. And to be fair, it's not like they were bad. They're actually tasty. It's just compared to the actual product, it tastes a little worse. But the price difference is actually worth it, to be honest, because I saw Nutella prices the other day. I fell to my knees. Shocking. Then we got countries and their foods and which country has the best food. You to ask me, I'd say Spain, no biases included. Paella, palmeras, tortilla, joder. Spanish omelette, that's that, churros. I mean, then I pass it to Italy because they got my favorite food and lasagna, pizza, pasta. Like, Italy is cheating. Absolute geniuses whoever made these foods. Mexico got some wonderful stuff too. And China, and India, and England. Like, I couldn't even say that with a straight face, bro. Then we got holiday meals, and holiday meals bring family together. They show the beauty in cultural differences that we as human beings have created. I wish the UK had some Thanksgiving or something like that. I'm genuinely interested in what Thanksgiving is. Or maybe I'm just interested in the food, bro. Like, whatever. Christmas brings family together. Wonderful time of the year. But I'm gonna be real. I'm sick of the turkey, man. It's always dry. Maybe it's whatever. Easter eggs, fun. But here's where we get into the meat and potatoes. You see what I did there? You see, I like food because of the taste. Duh. But that's not the only reason I find it fascinating. And I mean, I'm not the only one. You on YouTube and look at the sheer amount of content surrounding food. People have made literal careers out of reviewing food. Some of my favorite shows of all time have to do with food. But let's start with TikTok. The sheer annoyance of people cooking on TikTok. Nigga, one time I saw pineapple, mayo, and cheese. Heinous food. Absolutely criminal. One thing I've learned is you can't be eating at just anyone's house, especially after seeing that video. TikTok has more examples of just Resident Evil ass food. Like, I'm talking some people just shouldn't cook. I've seen peanut butter and jelly chicken. Oh dear. Then there's cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya. Okay, let me stop. Cooking with Kaya has caused up a whole storm on TikTok. And it's like, now this is what I'm talking about. How can you hate it? An attractive woman cooking food and twerking. I can't knock the hustle. She's just having fun and she's got women hating on her and getting mad at her. It's insane. She's got these guys going crazy, salivating at the mouth because a girl is cooking in the kitchen. Respect. She started a new wave. She's even got niggas cooking on here. Like, it's hilarious. Then there's the gluttonous side of this type of content. you know, food content. And it's like, it's so stupid, but the sheer greed of these content creators, you just can't look away because of how extreme it is. I'm talking mukbangs, I'm the Easter Bunny, Matt Stoney, Nikado Avocado. It's like, let's start with Nikado Avocado. You would watch in awe and interest because it's like, how could a man just destroy his body like that? Like, how greedy. Look at this man's mukbangs. This is the type of gluttony they talk about in the Bible, real talk. Then this guy just came back on his villain arc, lost all the weight while he was just, wow, popped out of nowhere, showing us his weight loss journey like it's actually insane. Then we got Matt Stoney, and this nigga was so interesting in his prime. The sheer amount of chaos in a Matt Stoney video needs to be studied. Matt Stoney is a YouTube legend for me. Every time I was bored as a kid, I'd always go watch his wacky food challenges. Matt Stoney spaghetti competition, Matt Stoney McDonald's competitions, Matt Stoney 10,000 calories. It's like, look at the size of this burrito. I used to think this man was an alien because it was like, how do you not gain weight? But as you get older, you work out that theory now, don't you? Them Badland chugs, so captivating. It's like you can't look away. You know, it's crazy and wacky. You know it's unhealthy, but watching him is just so interesting. How does he down it like that? It's like, pause, bro, but the man became such a meme. Someone made a video of him drinking the whole ocean. The man probably could do it. Then we get into the reality shows. Welcome to Flavor Town, diners, drive-ins, and dives. This is a Food Network show in which Guy Fieri would travel around America looking at unique restaurants. And I'm talking all kinds of food. Mac and cheese, grilled cheese, pizza and burgers, etc, etc. Although, not even would you know, I checked and it's still going on. This man's longevity needs to be studied. One of my favorite shows growing up, very entertaining. This man knows ball. He knows what he's talking about. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Very nostalgic. Used to watch it when I was a kid. Then we got Kitchen Nightmares, and it's like, there is something so satisfying about seeing GR tweak out because the food that is being served to him is so bad. I love how nice he is to the waiters, and then he'll just proceed to violate the owners and tell them just how bad their food is. The thing that kept me watching was how shocking the food was, the lack of professionalism. Like, how is the food that you're going to be serving to GR frozen? Like, you can just see how baffled he is at times at the preparation of some of the dishes and how little care is put into the restaurants. There's a whole compilation on YouTube. It's a good watch. I've heard though that the restaurants didn't really receive much help in real life, which sucks, to be honest. Then we got mystery diners, and I used to think this was the shit back in the day, but I came back to it the other day and it got revealed to me just how bad this show was. It's so fake, man. There's no way this show is real. This was a show that focused on the restaurant and its employees, had a mad surveillance setup, and the host of the show was Charles Styles. The episodes would follow the same formula from what I remember. Bad employee gets investigated for bad activity while the employee doesn't know, which could be bad customer service within the business or bad employee practices and whatever. And then the owner of the restaurant sees it, and by the end of the episode decides the fate of their employee. Golden age TV, honestly. You know exactly what you're getting with this show. Very predictable, loads of drama. Next, which then brings me to the importance of taking care of your health. I'm not saying you gotta be chiseled, but you gotta have a six-pack. But bro, food is the thing that is leading obesity. Of course it is. When you look at the stats, I'm pretty sure America's leading compared to the UK. Now, I don't know if this has to do with population. I'd assume not, because if you just take a look at the portion sizes, it's actually insane, the obesity rates compared to the UK. And I watched the video and it was comparing the portion sizes between the UK and America, and it's like, wow, a large in America is equivalent to a small in the UK basically in terms of drink portions, the difference being a measly 70 milliliters. Not so surprising now, is it? And don't just take it from me, I'm not the only one that thinks that we should be taking care of ourselves and what we eat, but I remember watching a Boondocks episode called The Itis, season 1 episode 10, and people keep getting sleepy because of the food that they eat, with Huey, one of the main characters, being one of the only ones that takes care of what he's eating and cares about his health. So basically, the granddad ends up opening a restaurant within the community. The granddad takes the opportunity to make addictive, unhealthy food Like on the menu, some of the foods were crazy. I'm pretty sure one of them was a sausage and waffle, fried chicken and breakfast lasagna, and I'm pretty sure that was the name. I'm not even joking. The food is so unhealthy that people literally think it's crack, to the point where people can't stop coming back. That sounds familiar. People literally end up sleeping in the restaurant because they are so sleepy, it's insane. And the episode is satire on how unhealthy food targets vulnerable communities. And I mean, from what I've seen and heard people say, McDonald's in America are really close to each other. It's really common to see them like as you're driving and stuff. The episode shows problems with food addiction and obesity. And if you can watch the episode, it's a good watch. It's very funny. It shows a really sad reality though. And my final thing to say is never let someone tell you that taking care of your health is a bad thing. Also, don't be mean to people who suffer through obesity and food addiction, but instead encourage them. A healthier person is a happier person. A happier and a healthier person is a more beautiful person. So to finish, man, I wish the UK had Thanksgiving. We all love food. Fun fact, did you know honey never spoils? It's practically immortal.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Neymar the GOAT, bro.